This is a recipe, it's an old one, of my sister Gloria's, and the way I happened to come upon it is that my brother called me the other day, and we have a niece in northern Ohio who's been trying to track this recipe down. And she asked him if he remembered an orange pumpkin cake. And then he called me and I said, I don't remember an orange pumpkin cake, just a pumpkin cake. Well, she described it to a T, saying it had orange juice in it, it had a buttercream frosting, everything. So I told my brother that I had all my sister's recipes. She made sure I got all of them before she passed away. And so I would go through and dig it out. And so here it is, and I'm putting it together. First, I've greased my pan and dusted it with flour lightly. Next, I'm going to take and sift some of the dry ingredients. I have the flour here measured out. I already sifted the flour once, but I want to sift these ingredients together. Okay, I have flour, I have baking powder. This cake takes a lot of ingredients, but just a little of each. And I have some baking soda. I have some cinnamon. I have nutmeg and ginger and a tiny bit of salt. So I'm going to sift these all together with the flour. Scrape the sides so you get all the flour off the sides of the bowl and into the cake. Scrape it down good again. Make sure it's off of the bottom and you get all those spices blended in. That's what makes the cake so good. Okay, I'm going to beat it just a little bit longer. Now I'm going to take it out and I'm going to fold in the nuts. We have some walnuts here. Just fold in these nuts. And then I'm going to spread the cake in the prepared pan. Spread it out evenly in the pan. Now I'm going to put this in the oven. And when it finished baking and cools, I'm going to ice it and decorate it for Halloween. Okay, I have my orange pumpkin cake out of the oven and it's nice and cool, so I'm going to mix up a buttercream frosting to go on it. The recipe that I'm using, I've cooked a thickening, and it's like a pudding texture out of a little flour and milk and a little salt. So now I'm going to take lots of butter and put in here. That's what gives it a good flavor. and the sugar. And I want to beat this until it's nice and fluffy. Scrape it off of the side so you get it all blended in well. Then I'm going to add in with it a little vanilla for flavor and some grated orange rind. Some of the orange rind down on the side, so we want to make sure that gets in there to give it a good orange flavor. And then I'm going to add the thickening in with it. Turn that off so it doesn't splatter all over. Now I'm going to fold in some coconut. Just blend it in a little bit. And with the orange, that coconut gives it a really good flavor. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to spread this pumpkin cake with a little bit of this, and then I'm going to decorate it for Halloween. Okay, I've just about finished the frosting on it. Make it smooth here. I'm going to put some decorations on it for Halloween. First, I think I'll take and put these little pumpkins around the edges. And then I have some jack-o'-lanterns here and a ghost. May have room for one here. I'll put some little corns here. Make it look like some straw or something underneath the jack-o'-lantern. Okay, here we are. We've got a Halloween cake.